Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about alcohol in Quran. Many Muslims they believe Allah prohibited alcohol in Quran gradually, not at once. Because they say it's hard for people who've been drinking for a long time and to stop uh, at once, which is correct. Because to be honest with you, I used to smoke for 28 years. I quit smoking almost 6 years ago now. By October, it will be 6 years. But I quit at once. But I know not everybody who smoke can just quit cold turkey like that. That's very hard. So I'm not arguing that. But I want to show you one of the Muslim websites. And actually, it is very funny. Let us take a look together and laugh together. The stages of forbidding alcohol in Islam. Before Islam, the Arabian community used to drink alcohol aggressively. They were true addicts to it. To them, it was like tea. That's how often they drank it. And it was from Allah's wisdom to deal with such an issue gradually. Otherwise, listen to this carefully. Otherwise, they would have abandoned the whole religion. My goodness, the most beautiful religion on earth could not compete with alcohol? Wow. But thank Allah, He has this wisdom. So He didn't stop right away. Otherwise, Islam would lose to alcohol. So His wisdom is to stop it gradually. Today, I want to show you the verses in Quran that talks about alcohol, and we will do Bible comparison with it after that. All right, let's start with Surah An-Nahl, Quran chapter 16, verse 67. By the way, before I start reading, I want to give you the background first, because if you see the verses, I'm gonna show you. There are 5 verses today from Quran. It seems jumping from Surah An-Nahl to Surah Al-Baqarah to Surah An-Nisa to Surah Muhammad to Surah Al-Maidah. So from chapter 16 to chapter 2 to chapter 4 to chapter 47, and then go back to chapter 5. But I do this according to the order of the revelation. So this is actually in order. This is the revelation order. As you can see, the third last is Surah Al-Maidah. And Surah Muhammad is number 95. And Al-Baqarah is number 87. You know that, right? So let's go back to Surah An-Nahl. Verse 67. Let us read together and laugh together, because a lot of things are funny in Quran. And from the fruits of date palms and grapes, you derive strong drink and good provision. Verily, therein is indeed a sign for people who have wisdom. So, Allah doesn't seem to know anything else. He only knows that alcohol is made from 2 things, date palms and grapes. He never been to China. He never been to South Korea or Japan. Had he been, he would have known that people there make alcohol from rice. We all know alcohol is a byproduct from sugar. Anything has sugar can become an alcoholic drink. But Allah did not know that. Imagine how surprised Allah would be if he went to Poland, Russia, or Ukraine. He would be shocked. People there make alcohol from potato. But he did not know that. When the first came down, he only knew alcohol is made from date palms and grapes. Now, let us read Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 219. They ask, they ask you concerning alcohol, drink, and gambling. Say, in them is a great sin and benefit for men. But the sin of them is greater than their benefit. And they ask you what they are to spend. Say that which is beyond your needs. Thus Allah makes clear to you His laws in order that you may give thought. So, again, this is funny. But at least this time Allah is being honest. In them is great sin, but there is benefit. But the sin is greater than the benefit. I don't know about that. A couple of days ago, you can check this on the internet. A couple of days ago, someone in Ontario just won a lottery. To buy the ticket is $5 Canadian. The price he won, $70 million. I know it's Canadian dollars, which is lower than American dollars, but it's still 70 million Canadian dollars is like what in US? 50? $50 million. That's a lot of money. So $5 and then get $70 million. The sin is greater than the benefit. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I think in that case, I think it looks like the benefit is greater than the sin. I don't know. Let us take a look at the next verse. Surah Nisa, verse 43. O you who believe, approach not as-salat when you are in drunken state until you know of what you utter, nor when you are in a state of janaba. I will stop there. This verse came down because many Sahaba, or most of them, when they came to Fajr prayer, they were drunk because they've been drinking all night and they had to get up 4:30 in the morning to pray. So they were still drunk, but they were forced to pray. If they were not forced to pray, they would be sleeping. And then after that, Muhammad realized, oh my goodness, these people mumbling, this Sahaba mumbling a lot of things. It's not even from Quran. Maybe instead of doing Al-Fatiha, they were doing the Lord's Prayer, which is so that's why this verse came down. Let us read the next one, Surah Muhammad, verse 15. Quran, chapter 47, verse 15. After all this, telling people that alcohol is a sin, Allah gave description of paradise. Let us read. The description of paradise which the mutakun, the pious, have been promised, in it are rivers of water that taste and smell of which are not changed. Rivers of milk of which the taste never changes. Rivers of wine, delicious to those who drink. And rivers of honey, clear and pure. I will stop there. Oh, therein for them, I will not stop there. Therein for them is every kind of fruit and forgiveness from their Lord. Um, so there are a couple of things I want, I want to point out. First, the water. Rivers of water, the taste and smell of which are not changed. In Canada, most of the time, unless if the pipe broken, but in a normal situation, you can drink from the tap. The water does not have smell. I'm sorry if you are Muslim, you will be disappointed because you are looking for a water that smells, the smell of which are not changed. The water does not have taste. Actually, it has quote unquote taste, but it's not. When you drink the water from Zamzam water because the water kind of brown, the original water. Thank God it has no more. Now the water is from desalination. But this is funny how Allah give description. The smell of the water is not changed. So the river of water in Jannah has smell, has a smell. This is I will not drink from there. I will tell you this from now. If I go to Jannah, if I were a Muslim and I go to Jannah, I cannot drink that water. I cannot drink that water. Water that has smells means no good. Smells like what? Chlorine? What kind of smell are you talking about? Allah doesn't Allah doesn't know. Water does not supposed to have smell. It's not supposed to have a smell like that, okay? And the second thing I want to point out to you here, therein for them is every kind of fruit. Remember, from fruit, any fruit, you can make alcohol. This is so weird. You can make alcohol, but the river, the river, one of the rivers is river of wine. So you cannot drink beer because it's wine from grapes only. Yeah. Again, Allah doesn't know people make alcohol from grains too, He doesn't know. This is the funniest thing. Let's go to Surah Al-Ma'idah, the last one. O you who believe, intoxicants and gambling and al-ansab and al-azlam are abomination of Satan's handiwork. So avoid that in order that you may be successful. I will I will avoid this everything they wrote. This is Hilali Khan, by the way. I will avoid reading those in brackets, of course. Intoxicants, all kinds of alcohol drinks, in bracket. But because he wants to make sure people don't drink vodka, because vodka made of from potato. He wants to make sure all kind of alcohol drinks. But this is not from Allah. If it's from Allah, then what is forbidden is date palms and grapes. Allah did not forbid drinking alcohol that is made from potato or rice or grains. What he forbade is from the palms and grapes. It's very clear here. The translator changing Quran. This is very sad. The translator is trying to explain because he see the loopholes. Because a lot of Muslims debating on this. Believe it or not, a lot of Muslim scholars debating on this matter. Intoxicants in Quran is only the one derived from date palms and grapes only. And some believe, no, it's everything. But everything is not from Quran. From Quran is only from date palms and grapes. That is forbidden. Anyway, now this is the silliness of Allah. How everything is blurry, how everything is not clear. Nothing is clear, including according to Muslims, alcohol is a major sin. Imagine, major sin, and this is very unclear. It's not clear in Islam. Quran does not give you a clear direction on this. Again, this is a major sin. Imagine if it's just a small sin. It's almost, that's why they have they have all this major sin, a small sin, Then imagine small sin, then maybe you can do it, it's okay. Anyway, let us do the comparison with from Bible now. I will give you one passage, a couple of one verse. Let us take a look. Actually, this is from John chapter 2, verse 1 to 11. Jesus changes water into wine. I will not read the whole passage actually, but everyone knows the story. It was a wedding. Jesus' mother was invited. Jesus and the disciples, they were invited. They ran out of wine. And then Mary told Jesus to do something about this. And Jesus, woman, why do you involve me? My hour has not come yet. But Mary ignored it. Instead, she said to the servants, do whatever he tells you. Jesus said to the servants, fill the jars with water. So they filled them to the brim. Then they told them, now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. And people were amazed because the taste of the wine was amazing. Because normally they will give the best wine first, and then when everybody has their fill, and then later on they can just drink a cheaper wine. But this time, it's the opposite. You save the best for the last. Now, to drink wine, or to drink any alcohol actually, is not a sin in Christianity. The drunkenness is the sin. As we can read, let us go to the next verse. Luke chapter 21, verse 34. Be careful, or your hearts will be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and anxiety of life, and that day will close on you suddenly like a trap. This is Jesus speaking. He mentioned drunkenness. we have to be careful with drunkenness. Right? So, drunkenness is the state we have to avoid because when we are drunk, not only because some people, when they're drunk, they just sleep. Some people, they just laugh. And some people get angry. Some people become sad and just crying. People just controlled by their emotion when they're drunk. A lot of people, they think when they're like in that kind of state, they are more in touch with themselves. Sadly, but it is not true. How do I know? Because I was there. I was in that state long time ago. These days, if I drink, maybe I do one drink, maybe a few times in a year, maybe 4 times, 6 times in a year, maybe a bottle of, not a bottle of vodka, of course, a bottle of beer or a couple of glasses of wine. That's all. And I will drink like occasionally, maybe, like I said, 4 to 6 times in a year. And sometimes maybe less. I don't always drink. And I was there in that state of drunkenness, so I know how it was. I was a smoker for 28 years. I know how it was. So now, by God's grace, I am free. And it was not easy. I didn't think I could even do it. So that's why Jesus is here telling people to be careful. The Bible see the state of drunkenness as the sin, not the wine, not the beer. We are all adult here. If you're an adult, of course. I- Uh, People should know. Let's say you drink wine, and then after 2 glasses, you start to feel dizzy. So it means you should not drink more than 1.5 glasses, maybe, or 1 glass. If you drink five, you know, bottles of Corona or I don't know Stella Artois, and then you get drunk, maybe next time you should not drink that much. Maybe you should just drink 3 bottles. That's the limit. If you are still drunk after drinking 3 bottles, it means you should drink 2 bottles. And some people they have lower um, tolerance too. Maybe just a drop of wine, just a drop of wine, they will get drunk. So it means they should not drink at all. Because we as Christians must avoid drunkenness at any cost. So we can think clearly and we don't fall into sin. That's another thing. Anyway, that's all from me for tonight. This I hope this short presentation, well, not too short. This presentation will make it clear to you that the Bible has a real wisdom behind it, compared to quote unquote the wisdom of Allah from Quran, which is actually funny wisdom. It's not even a wisdom. It's just almost those Quranic verses to me is almost like a stand-up comedian material. If you want to be a stand-up comedian, you can use it. You can use Quran actually, and of course people will laugh because a lot of things are. I hate to use the word, but it is stupid. And thank you for watching and listening. And God bless you all, whether you're Muslim or Christian, whether you're drunk or a sober man. Be blessed and stay blessed. Have a nice life.